You scared. That's why you didn't do nothing. You scared. My camera is on. My camera's been on. My camera's been on. You scared. Come on. You scared, right? You scared, right? You scared? You want me to leave it in my car? Is that what you want? You want me to leave it in my car? What do you want me to do for you to put some hands on me? You want me to put my pistol away? You want me to put my badge away?
Come back over without your uniform and shit.
Okay, I'll be back tonight then.
Yeah, come back tonight.
Okay.
Come back tonight.
But in the meantime, I'm right here.
No, I'm not gonna touch you while you got
Yeah, of course not. You're not. You scared, son. You run your mouth, but you scared.
I just ain't gonna get in that charge on no.
You run your mouth. He's scared. I just told him I wasn't gonna arrest him. I told him I'm not even gonna tase you. I'm not even gonna mace you. I'm gonna give you these hands, and you still gonna run your mouth. You still scared. He's scared. Am I right or am I wrong? You scared, right? Is that how we do it on the east side, right? You want these hands, you can have them. I won't even arrest you, son. You scared. You a bitch. That's what you is. You a bitch. That's why everybody around here gonna fucking punk your bitch ass. Because you ain't nothing but a pussy. Fuck you. Yeah. What's your last name, man? Dude, I'm done with you, dude. If you ain't gonna throw hands, just shut the fuck up. If you ain't gonna fucking throw hands, fucking do something. Yeah. Did I not just touch you? Huh? Did I not just touch you? He's good. Don't do it.
You alright? Train's on your back. Train's on your back.
He's good. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So what the fuck?
Done?
You bitch!
Run your fucking mouth.
Hold on, what the fuck?
Done?
Don't arrest him. Don't arrest him.
What the fuck? See, I thought it was gonna be a one-on-one. What type of shit was that?
Partner didn't fucking do nothing.
Man, you pussy ass bitch.
Fuck you.
Man, what's up?
You scared.
What's up?
You got
Done.
these hands. You scared.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Woo. PBM family, welcome back. This is another episode of Old School Cops presented by PBM. You got the 3-man unit squad tonight. I got my boy Shane, SWAT commander, Red Dog operator, guns, drugs. You got a hot unit right here tonight. I got my old school guy who's been doing policing before we was born.
That's right.
Was a city cop, did amazing work. He did so well. He took his talents to the DEA, the federal level, and did outstanding work. He got accolades. All of us have accolades, receipts to actually support our experiences and knowledge with the job of PBM. Most important, we're all from the community that we went back to the police community. So that gives us the advantage because we know the people, we know the culture, and that allowed us to be actually great cops within our community. This particular video, and I named it Confession of the Cops, right? Because, you know, we're supposed to live to a higher standards, and we get on cops when they don't, right? But we all have a little bit of secrets that we have learned from as a police officer. So when I say this cop was totally wrong, there was nothing professional about what he did, right? I did the same thing.
No, you didn't, Joe.
I was wrong. I was so wrong. And just understand something. Nobody's perfect, right? When you come from a community, because everybody comes from different communities, right? But the poor community, right? A lot of priorities on how we view things is probably different from a lot of other communities. And the respect will get you killed coming from the poor community because you don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of money. There's not a lot to go around when you grow up poor. So respect is really big in a poor community. So you will fight quick off of somebody disrespecting you because that's all you have. All you have is your respect in these particular communities. I grew up in a community. These two guys, my partners, grew up in those communities. So now you taking that to work with you, brand new. Yes, I'm a police officer. Yes, you want to act and perform above the law, right? Not above the law. Above the average person's, right? You don't supposed to be out here beating people down. That's what I'm saying, right?
Especially nowadays.
right.
So when you
candid your camera.
So when you encounter something like this, you know, young rookie, I had this guy talking like he was just talking something like it just was getting under my skin. He was like, "Fucking rookie, look at you, you ain't shit without that badge in the gun." He said, "Yeah." He just kept hard, and I just looked at him. I was like, "Yo, if I give you a fair one, right? A fair one is now what they call a fade. I give you a fair one.
Fade, that's right.
All right, we good? He was like, you don't want that. Now my partner, right? This was another dude who was in the academy, 2 academies ahead of me. So he was off for probation. I wouldn't consider him a veteran guy.
Right.
Off for probation. I was like, click, 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 click. I gave him the gun belt. I gave him the gun, the badge, and I just tore this dude up. Like, we had a straight fight. And I told my partner, I was like, yo, listen, don't jump in. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to fuck this kid up. I was wrong, people. But you know what's so crazy about what I'm saying right now? You have a lot of people that would support me. At regular civilians, they would say, you win stupid game. What? You play stupid game, win stupid prizes.
That's right.
And that's so crazy. Like, I'm sitting here telling you, I should have not been doing that. I should have been held to a higher standard. I should have performed like a professional. But I was young, my first year on the job. You know, I'm in a projects. You know, so coming from the projects, it kind of went along with the background. Like, you want to be disrespectful? I'm going to show you this.
Flashback.
I was wrong, people. Confessions of a Cop. I did exactly what this officer did. Didn't get in any trouble because he didn't tell on me. Right? He didn't go down. But one thing that resulted that was so positive from this encounter is the community. Automatically, my respect level just went up in that community. They're like, people was like, yo, that was big of you. I don't know cops that would give fair ones. Yo, you ain't take them to jail, win, lose, or draw. Like, yo, the respect level became so much greater after that fight. But I was wrong. But that started the opportunity for me to build with the community and develop a strong rapport. People trust me. And this was the actual start of my progression career or my rise to specialized units. Because once that happened, the started like, yo, I've never seen that happen before. Because after we fought, right? Now, and I beat his ass, I was like, yo, we good now? Give me a pound, nigga, it's over, right?
Right.
I gave him a pound, and people was like, yo, Eddie gave you a pound. I was like, so it's all about respect, right? Yeah, so I put my gun belt back on and put my gun, everything. And from there on, people was like, yo, you know about that homicide, you know about that murder, you know about that. People start feeding me information because it was on a respect level. They knew I wouldn't rat them out. They knew I wouldn't expose. They knew I wasn't out there just looking at them as poor dirt people that shouldn't be living in these type of environments. You know, I was in there, and I'm not trying to just go off. I'm going to just tell this real quick story. A lot of people that's not from that community look at that community as the worst people in the world. And I had a guy in my police academy when we was taking tours. They want us to go through all the projects. So they put us on the academy bus, and one of the guys in there, he was a white guy, he's like, how do these people even live like this? This is fucking crazy. He said it loud, and he said it out of frustration, like, who lives like this? And that really, like, yo, it just made me, like, I talked to him after. I was like, yo, what's up with that? Like, what you talking about? These people? Some of these people are born here. They're not fucking choosing to live here. People are born in these environments. I was like, you know, I was born in the projects. Like, do you realize that? He was like, no. I just said, why? Why I couldn't? He said, because you're a cop. I said, what the fuck that means? I was like, you act like every person in here is a fucking killer. Is a bad. Some people born in the community that you was in, they had nothing to do with it. And some people are born here, and not everybody here is a fucked up person. I said, yo, stop watching Fox News, bro, because you just all fucked up.
Right.
Yo, he came to me later on and apologized. He was like, yo, you really opened my eyes. Like, I can't, like, I said, because I could tell you didn't grow up around black people. I could tell you didn't have a lot of interactions with the black community. I said, because for you to say these things, the only thing that you are educated about blacks is everything negative. Rap music, Fox News, everything negative for blacks. You don't even know any positive black person, right? You don't even know nothing about that. And he was like, yo, I'm from the suburbs. I lived in a small community. Everybody, we went to the same high school. Like there was no black. He said, I didn't even see black people until I went away to college. So he lived in a predominantly, it was like 98%, right, white. And then the 2%, it was like Latin. He said we had some Cubans or some Guatemalans in it. Like as far as black people, he didn't have none of that. And so only thing he got from understanding black culture, black people, was TV, was rap music, was what society was pushing out. And I had to tell him, yo, dude, that's less than 1% of the black community. Do you realize that? Right? I said, do you realize that? And he was like, no. I was like, dude, like you need to educate yourself because the first thing they're gonna do is put you in a fucking project and they're gonna say, all right, go work.
Straight up.
And you gonna have problems. You gonna have major problems. I don't mean to jump off sides, but yeah, people, I did that. Like years later, after I realized what kind of cop I wanted to be, I realized I was ashamed of that. I was embarrassed of that, and I shouldn't have done that. But it just tells you like the mentality of growth within learning how you want to be as a cop. Because you can. One thing about policing, you could be any type of cop you want to be. Mm-hmm. So there's really nobody telling you what kind of cop to be. And I knew I didn't want to be like a fucked up cop where I'm just abusing the people from the community that I grew up with. I knew I took the job because I was abused. So I knew I didn't want to be that guy. Right. I knew that. Right. So just trying to understand I turned 21 in the academy. So that's another thing. I think the age limit should be 25. I don't even think you should be 21 as a cop. I think the maturity level is not there. As you can see, I'm out taking my fucking gun and badge off, fighting motherfuckers because I felt disrespected. I was just too.
That was a hood rat in you that did that, though, Joe. That's a hood rat.
Well, brother, you was 21 and I was 27, bro.
You too?
Dude, I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna give myself a D-. Okay, I'm gonna start off right. I'll give myself a D-. Okay, I just got out of FTO training or what have you, and the guy told me that take off that gun and badge and I'll fuck you up. And I said, prove it. And that's what I did. I took off my gun and badge. And I put the beats on them. Now the prelude this is that I grew up from New York City. I grew up in the Bronx where, in my age, they were taking your Lee jeans, Adidas sneakers, my Pumas. They'll look at, what size you wear? I'm 11. Oh, that's my size. Run it joint. So that fact, it was a big thing, And as an officer, you're supposed to hold things to a higher standard. Mm-hmm. But I snapped. I went back to New York for some reason. What says they're going to fuck you up? That's serious.
Yeah.
You can't just walk away from that. And honestly, for about 20 minutes, I forgot I was a cop. I forgot.
Oh, you do.
And I proceeded to put the beats on him. I got in trouble. My partner told on me. He ratted me out.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, he ratted me out. I got about I think a week in the street. I had 1 week at hotel, 1 desk duty, and a second week I had 4 days without pay for conduct, coming police officers, all that crap. But I just snapped. When the guy said I will F you up, my brain said prove it. I just went back. No thought process. Hey Shane, you're a cop. You got a badge on. There was no thinking. I just went. I went in. It was wrong. It wasn't right. I think that, as you said, Joe, as we get older, we grow and we mature. At 27, I think I was that mature. I think I had a lot of growing to do. I should have had some more maturity. I mean, you was 21. I was 27. I should have had I didn't have no sense, man. I had none. And that, it wasn't right. I regret. I think about it now, the wisdom and experience I have. That's not the guy I want to be. But I wasn't thinking at that time. And just, how can I say this? Emotion instead of logic, emotion got the best of me. And
it did.
As officers, we don't want to do that. We don't want to let the emotion get the best of you.
Nope.
You got to be professionals at all times. But if you're a new officer, these things do happen. They have. It's the truth. It happened. I wasn't good all the time. I had to do a lot of learning in the beginning. I became better 10, 15 years down the road, I would never do this. But
Right.
brand new,
Right.
it wasn't the right thing to do. But you live and learn, you become better. And I felt bad about it because the reason why I became a cop is because I got thrown on the ground, pushed on the ground, shoved, my bag taken out by cops. And I did the same thing to another person just because he said something with words.
Yep. You do feel bad. You really do feel bad.
And thinking about it right now, I still feel. I'm like, I wonder what you're doing right now. You know?
Yeah, but it felt good when you did it, though. It felt good when you did it.
Man, listen. And dude, after I put the beats on him, he's never said a word. He just gave me a head nod every time he saw me. He knew what was up. You know, but we all make mistakes, guys. You know, we all can do better. And I regret it. I regret it. You know, but it was a learning experience. Definitely, I got punished for it. My boy ratted me out, and I took my lumps and kept moving.
Yeah,
I'm not as bad as y'all.
You gave yourself a D, right? I'm gonna give myself a B because I ain't get caught.
So my story's a little bit different. So right before I became a DEA agent, I knew I was going to the academy. So I started working out, started running. I dropped 30 pounds. I went from 280, 283 to 250.
Nice.
So I'm going down the whole track, 4th and Vance in Memphis. That's where all the hookers are, male and female. Okay. And I walk past his pimp in his dressed out Cadillac. And he says to me, "Damn, Golden, I can whoop your ass now." And I go, "What you say?" And he said, "You heard me." I snatched his ass out that car. Opened the back door of the squad car. Didn't even pat him down. Throw him in the back of the squad car and left him there for an hour. You costing me money. Come on, Golden, let me out.
Oh man, that's how you do it.
Oh my
That's
God.
how you do it.
Oh.
He thought that I done dropped all that weight. Now I couldn't handle myself no more.
Oh man, you still 6'5". He can't stop you, man.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, I'm giving Chad an A on that one. I'll give him my
That's right. That's right. Man.
We're talking about old school
That
pimps
was
now. We ain't
smart.
talking
That
about no guy walking around here with diamond rings and stuff on. This dude driving a gangster white wall Cadillac, brim.
Yo, that was
Wow.
crazy. Oh my God. And you know what's so crazy? We can all say that what we did was unprofessional, it was wrong, and we still, right, will get supporters be like, they deserved it.
Yep.
You're right.
My boy was like, yeah, you whipped his ass, but I gotta report you, right? I'm like, really? For real? You gonna do me like that?
Yo, my partner, right, who just got off of probation because he was 2 caddies ahead, so we were still both young. All he kept saying was, "Yo, I hope you can fight because I don't know if I can sit here and watch you get beat up in that uniform." I was like, "You told me not to jump in."
Right.
Like, that was a fucking
Dude,
big
you have
ass
to understand. From New York, dude, you have to fight every day going to school because they try to take your jeans, your Levi jeans, your Adidas.
Yeah.
I had my sheepskin coat, dude. They was always coming after me. You had to fight.
On top of Adidas, baby.
Yes. Or your suede Pumas. Suede Pumas.
And the Lees. Remember the Lee patches? At one time they was ripping them.
They was snatching them off. That's right. They was snatching the Lee patches. And the name belt. They was taking that too. Dudes would say, "Yo, what size you wear?" I'm like, a size 11. Yo, that's my size. Run it. I'm like, nah. We ain't going down like that.
Yeah. But you ain't know after the first time, right? Once somebody says what size, right? You automatically supposed to say your size. Your size. Because as soon as you say 11, it's like, okay, that's my size. Like the challenge is, you don't know how many times I was on a train coming back from Jersey. And you know how you used to go to Jersey because they didn't have taxes?
Yes.
They have no taxes to go shopping for school.
Right.
So you go out there with your money. And
Paramus Mall or Fort Lee.
Yes. I was on a train. dude came. He was like, "Yo, what size are those?" I was like, "Yo, your size." He's like, "Damn, nigga, I was just asking." Like, right? Because you're telling them like there's going to be a fight. Like I'm not giving up nothing. Like
Right.
So when you say your size, you're saying I'm willing to fight for all this shit that I got. So let's get it on. Dude was like, "Damn, y'all, I am." I was like, you know how many, what was it? I shoveled. I was doing, it snowed. I said, you know how many sidewalks I shoveled?
That's right.
Damn sneakers.
Dude, yo, I used to do the same thing. Dude, I was shoveling all the neighbors' houses.
Yes.
I got $5.
Yep. And it'd be long driveways, the steps, the stoops. You just be walking with your shovel, knocking on the door. You want me to shovel your snow? How much? $5. Well, do the driveway. Do the driveway too. I'll give you $10.
Yes.
You just working.
Hustlers, y'all just hustlers.
Had to do it.
Yo,
Man.
this is something right here these kids don't understand these days, man.
I had a newspaper route.
They
I had to go deliver newspaper, the Daily News. I get it at 5 o'clock in the morning. My dad would drop me off. I get a big sharpened cot, put all the newspapers in, house to house. I was throwing them, man. I was walking blocks.
Yep. That's crazy. Yo, anybody got anything to add before I shut it down?
Go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is this: one thing you don't do is you don't go in the hood and act like a hood rat when you're not a hood rat.
Right.
The way that guy talked, it was really unnecessary and unprofessional. I mean, that part is just spoken, and then to actually beat him like that again, you on camera.
True.
The evidence is there. You on camera. It ain't like back in the day, Joe, when we could do that stuff and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
You document your own shit, and you testifying against yourself. Ain't no right to remain silent. Okay.
That is so true.
You can't break the camera because the shit get uploaded as soon as it get out. You know?
Yeah.
So
but was it? And we all been in those situations. Was it me or did that guy? Did you feel a guy really didn't want to fight the cop?
He didn't.
I didn't feel. I didn't.
What it was the cop sunned him so quick. He shut him down.
He double teamed him. Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, man, I'm good.
He sucker punched. Yep.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Now there's times where motherfuckers really want to fight you, right? And there's times where they just talking some shit, and then when you like, yo, I'm not fucking playing with you. I think that cop just picked the wrong dude to really wild because the kid ain't really want to fight him, yo. Mm-mm. He really didn't want to fight him.
Nah. It's just out of context, man. You want respect. You want that dude got no respect in that neighborhood. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. And he better be happy because you know what? Ain't nothing worse than being in the squad car with the window down and here come an egg hitting you inside the face. Okay? I mean, come on now. They egg your car, you in it. They don't egg it while you out of it. They egg your car when you in it.
Yeah.
So you better watch it, man.
And you see how he was pounding the shit out of him?
Dude,
man, please.
He went ham.
He wasn't even fighting. The kid wasn't even fighting.
It was so dumb as his buddy's still videotaping. Turn away. You watching this and you see it on the video. Come on now. Turn the other way. I don't know what was going on. I had to go back to the car to get my
there you go, Ted. There you go. Exactly. I left my ticket book. I gotta go back.
Ticket book. Come with some kind of lie.
That was wrong all the way around. You heard it, people. You get a lot of comments. I get a lot of comments, and I start going back and forth with people, and they were like, "Yo, you act like you never made a mistake. People make mistakes. Cops are human, and cops are going to make mistakes." Yes, you heard it. We've all made mistakes. I just told you one of my mistakes. I told you it was just a confession. I told you exactly what happened. It is what it is. I was 21, and that's another thing. That's why it's very important to have senior officers around. That's why it's very important to have senior, because if a senior officer around, I probably wouldn't have been able to get away with that because he probably would be like, what are you doing? Come on, get in the car. Let's go. Because a senior guy who's been around, who's grown within law enforcement can see where, okay, you're kind of crossing the line. You really don't want to do that. Just get back in the car. I was with a guy who was just getting off probation. So it's very important to keep the senior guys around, and just I don't think police management understands that, because it seems like they're more happy when they go because they get a young, ignorant, stupid guy. Because I was young, ignorant, and stupid at one time or another, and I just told you about one of my stupid ass incidents. But it is what it is. Confessions, you heard it from all of us. We've made mistakes. We are human, so there it is. I think I talked to Shane about this one when I got sent there. I said, yo, you think it's time for us to confess, man? And he said, let's do it, man. He said, let's do it.
Let's do it. I had this on my chest for years. It was so crazy. Joe, I'm 27, and my partner was 24 years old. I should have knew better. I should know more. Man, I know nothing.
Yep, 100%. People, be safe. Take your fight to the courtroom. Cops have the home court advantage, as you can see on that side of the road. This is a prime example. He was dead wrong. But who took the L? The kid that got his ass whipped. You know, I think the cop got in trouble from this because it was on camera. But on that side of the road, cop will have that final laugh. So please take your fight to the courtroom, and I'll see you next video. Be safe.